Hello, friends, and welcome to another key unboxing. And this is a surprise key unboxing. I didn't anticipate doing a key unboxing today. I actually intended to wait until next week to do the next one. Well, actually, there's going to be one tomorrow, but I had intended to do the one next week. And well, I got a surprise email, and I had to go check it out. So HRK. It was having a sale, so you could get one hotkey for 39 cents, or you could get 10 hotkey or 5 hotkeys for $6.99. Plus, you get one HRK bonus, which is one AAA, I'm making quote marks, AAA game as the bonus of the day. Or you could get the 10 hotkey for $11.99 with 15 gems and one AAA game. Which one do you think we're going to get? We're going to get the 10 hotkey because that's how we do it. So before I go any further, I just want to say that I am recording I already pre-recorded the key unboxing for tomorrow. But after today, I'll be using a new microphone. So give me your feedback on how the microphone sounds after the videos that come out today, which is May 5th, Friday. So I'll be setting that up tomorrow morning, and everything that I record going forward will use that one. And it should bring up the sound quality, because like I told you guys, I'm going to try to really take this seriously and put some effort into it and make some investment into getting everything set up the way it should be. So I've already purchased the 10 keys, and I will tell you what happened. So we go to Steam. There's our Steam page. Cool. So the first game we got, Garsh App Temple of the Dragon. Graphics look okay. I mean, doesn't look horrible. I've seen worse. That got played worse. But it got mostly negative reviews. 24% of 57 reviews for this game are positive. There are 0 players online now, 0 peak today, and 4 all-time peak. It's a single-player game, so that should have no bearing whatsoever on multiplayer or anything. Let's see what they're complaining about. Despite the bad reviews, I found the first Garsh App game to be a fun hack and slash. This game, however, is horrible, almost unplayable for the bad camera angles and glitches. At only 2 hours long, I found that I couldn't wait for it to be over. Stay away. This game lacks effort and polish. It feels more like an old tech demo than anything. You can complete the game in less than 2 hours, but I couldn't stick with it long enough to do even that. Terrible voice acting, mumbled sounds, poor attack and movement mechanics, and lack of an interesting story make this a game that should be avoided. Look at this still from the opening cutscene in the game, and you get an idea of what the experience will be when you're playing. That's awesome. Ah! Yeah. Alright. Well, you know. Okay, anyway. Next game on our list. Holy Avatar vs. Maidens of the Dead. Following the success of the RPG parody Grotesque Tactics franchise, comes a spin-off nestled in the heart of the tropical zombie bevy of beauties against the greatest hero of them all. Conveniently titled Holy Avatar vs. Maidens of the Dead, as the story goes something... that just looks weird. Riding pigs. I don't think that's a normal thing. Anyway, mixed reviews. 0 players online right now. 2 peak today and 17 all-time peak. Inherently, it looks like it's getting marked down because it's misogynistic. And only has one main character. Well, maybe they didn't plan on making a sequel and they just ran out of ideas. But hey, maybe it's funny. We'll give it a shot someday. Maybe. Doesn't have trading cards, though. So, don't know if we'll do it. Next on our list, it wouldn't be a bundle without Skill Tree Saga. Mostly negative reviews. 1 online now, 2 peak today, 52 all-time peak. I don't think I need to read the description because I probably have the description memorized. Next on our list, Sparkle 2 Evo. Control the evolution with a touch of a finger. Climb your way through the evolutionary ladder. Start as a little organism and transform into a magnificent aquatic being. Explore the abyss in search of nutritional elements. Attack other species whenever you run out of other food sources. So it kind of sounds like it's kind of, what's that game? Begins with C, I think, doesn't it? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. Or one of those new IO games where you eat things. Spore, that's it. Remember that boring part of Spore where you had to eat bits of food? They made a full game out of it, with terrible controls and boring music. Alright, well, apparently that's a pretty summary review there. But it has single-player Steam achievements, controller, it has trading cards, partial controller support, and cloud saves. So it's got some things going for it. The graphics look decent. I mean, it may be a terrible game, but it looks kind of cool. So we may give this one a shot just to see what's going on with it. All right, next on our list, we got Vertical Drop Heroes. Vertical Drop Heroes is a procedural platform RPG hybrid with roguelike elements, where your hero adventures through randomly generated stages. I can't put any more buzzwords in this title, so therefore I will end it here and we can go about the next video. No, it doesn't really say that. 1 online now, 6 peak today, 276 roguelike procedurally generated heroes, all-time peak. You can even get a demo of this. Somehow I think we're getting the demo. But it does have positive reviews. Single player, multiplayer, co-op, split screen, achievements, controller support, partial controller support. Does that mean you have to break your controller in half because you can only use part of it? I don't think so. It looks okay. I mean, it looks cool. I'm not going to fault the game because we haven't played it. I don't know. It could be an awesome game. It's got good reviews. Sure enough, it might be cool. Next game on the list that we got was Tachyon Project. 7 reviews, so it has no score because it does not have enough reviews to get a score. Tachyon Project is a dual-stick shooter heavily inspired by classic shoot-'em-ups. We've combined many unique item types with a large variety of weapons and power-ups with innovative gameplay to ensure a long-lasting challenge and discovery at every new level. 0 online now, 4 peak today, and 41 all-time peak right here. Looks... Let's see what we... Oh, a lot of positives, but, you know... I don't know. Could go either way. Next game on the list, Green Ranch. Green Ranch is a very addictive time management game settled in the famous farming genre. I didn't know the farming genre was famous. With beautiful graphics and easy to learn, but hard to master gameplay and tons of levels and missions to keep players of all ages entertained for a wonderful and really long time. So 1 online now, 3 peak today, and 91 all-time peak players. It's got trading cards, so that's good. I always look for those because you can sell those and get your money back pretty much, sometimes. Next game on our list, Vive de Roy. And I probably said that wrong because I haven't spoken French in decades. January 21st, 1793. The revolutionaries are about to guillotine King Louis XVI of France. Can you save him and change history? Two reviews. I like the art style. I mean, I don't care if it's a good game or a bad game. I like the art style in this game. I really want to play it. I mean, it could be a terrible game, but this just looks cool to me. I think this is just one of the better platform genres, the shadowy, stealthy, revolutionary, sneak in, sneak out type genre with this sort of environment and background. It just really puts it together for me. It ties the room together. 0 online now, 0 peak today, and 3 all-time peak. I'll tell you what, guys. I mean, this does not look like a bad game. I think we should play it. Looks portable, small. Puzzle-solving platformer like Limbo. I mean, that's a compliment. It's a single-player game. It doesn't have achievements, and it doesn't have trading cards, which kind of goes against it in my opinion. But I really just like this art style a lot. So, what do you think? Should we play this game sometime? It probably isn't very long. Could probably fit it in somewhere in our series, maybe on a weekend or something. Probably not this weekend, but maybe next weekend. But yeah, I really, if it's a good game, I'd love to see it get some exposure because this sort of thing could really come back and be cool. All right, next game. Good old Satellite Repairman. All the planets in the system have suddenly decided that the galaxy isn't big enough for all of them. All of them. All of them did it. You're not sure who launched the first missile. It really doesn't matter. You've got nothing to do with it. You're just the Satellite Repairman. 0 online now, 2 peak today at 8 all-time peak. We're still got to play this, but I don't know. We own it. Might as well. There's flying and fixing and people blowing up your stuff. It's just like regular work. Next game, Cuban Missile Crisis. Cuban Missile Crisis is a real-time strategy game combined with a global turn-based tactical mode, thrusting gamers into a world ravaged by the military-political confrontation between the U.S. and USSR in 1962. This is a trend that I'm seeing that I'm actually starting to find more interesting. Games about war have avoided, with good reason, a lot of wars in the era and conflicts in the era of what would be modern times for actual games. Now, recently I saw there was a Vietnam game that came out, which I really think maybe it's a little too soon because there's still a lot of people that were really were affected by that. There's still a lot of people that were really affected by a lot of the wars, but I think maybe that's why a lot of the game developers have kind of stayed away from those kind of conflicts because there's still people around that were there, and maybe we don't want to traumatize some Vietnam veteran. Or I'm waiting for the Gulf War game, but they've simulated some of that stuff. They've put scenarios that are similar to it, but no actual conflicts. Like Call of Duty tends to do actual events, like the landing at Normandy and World of War and things like that. I can't even imagine how bad that would be for somebody who was actually there. I mean, the memories that would bring back. But going to the Cuban Missile Crisis it's just moving into this era of current modern like war scenarios that are actually within the recent memory of the population. So I'm wondering about some of these, especially that Vietnam one. I'm wondering if it's A, any good, and B, if it was worth the effort to put it out now. I'll stop being political and military and all that. Now, there's a lot of people that don't want to hear that, so I'm not going to talk about that. But it is something I've been thinking about when I start seeing these, and I thought I would just mention it. 4 online now, 8 peak today and 25 all-time peak. The last game we got, I was kind of hyped about this one. Alan Wake. I've heard really good things about Alan Wake, but we didn't have Alan Wake. So I was all on board with getting Alan Wake. Really thought maybe it would be cool to have it in the library. It's still a $30 game. Everybody pretty much knows this game. A dark presence stalks a small town of Bright Falls, pushing Alan Wake to the brink of sanity in his fight to unravel the mystery and save his love. I know a lot about the story, but I've never had a chance to play the game. And I was really happy when I saw this was our bonus. However, I redeemed the key, and it turns out I got the regular version of Fallout 3. If I'd have known that, I would not have redeemed the key, but I went into this thinking it was Alan Wake. If I'd have known that, I'd have been able to give you guys the Fallout 3 retail edition key. I already have the Game of the Year key in my library, and in fact, I think, that was New Vegas I gave away. But I don't need Fallout 3. I had trades for this. If I would have known it was going to come up bad, well, if I didn't know it was going to come up bad, I wouldn't have redeemed it in the first place. But this is the danger that you encounter when you redeem these keys from some of these places. Sometimes you get keys that are not exactly what you are promised. Sometimes you get keys that are not exactly what you were told you were supposed to be getting. I submitted a ticket about this, but so far I haven't heard back. But that's okay. I mean, I just submitted it, so it has only been 24 minutes that we've been waiting. And so far I haven't heard anything, but that's okay. I mean, this teaches you patience, because I see a lot of people on the internet now that expect instantaneous responses. I think, if I remember right, they are actually not open right now. They're in the middle of the night. So I'm understanding with them not answering me back, but I'd like to know what happens with this, and maybe I'll post it in the description so you can have a full story on it. But just know that the Alan Wake key that we got was not Alan Wake. It was actually Fallout 3 base edition. So how did that pan out? I'm going to assume that Alan Wake was what we were supposed to get, and I'm still assuming we may get it. That'd be cool, but I'm not hopeful. But I'm leaving it in as the key because this is as it was presented, and I didn't actually redeem the key until I'd made the chart. Garsh Apps is $4.99 on Steam, $1.30 on Kinguin, and 42 cents on G2A. We spent $11.99, by the way. Holy Avatar vs. Maidens of the Dead is $9.99 on Steam. It's 69 cents on Kinguin, which I thought was kind of funny, considering the theme of the game. $1.08 on G2A. Skill Tree Saga, we already know, is $9.99 on Steam, $2.17 on Kinguin, and 57 cents on G2A. Sparkle 2 Evo is $4.99 on Steam, 40 cents on Kinguin, and 19 cents on G2A. Vertical Drop Heroes is $6.99 on Steam, 73 cents on Kinguin, and 49 cents on G2A. And this is one of the first ones in a while I've found all the keys for everything we bought on both sites. Tachyon Project is $9.99 on Steam, 60 cents on Kinguin, and 40 cents on G2A. Green Ranch was $5.99 on Steam, $2.47 on Kinguin, and 50 cents on G2A. Vive le Roi is $3.99 on Steam, $1.36 on Kinguin, and 72 cents on G2A. Satellite Repairman is $3.99 on Steam, $2.98 on Kinguin, and $1.03 on G2A. Cuban Missile Crisis is $4.99 on Steam, 98 cents on Kinguin, and 89 cents on G2A. Alan Wake is $29.99 on Steam, $2.91 on Kinguin, and $3.13 on G2A. So actually, I will, based on how this ends up, I will probably go to Kinguin or G2A and buy a copy of Alan Wake, since I actually do want the game. So that's cool. I will get it. But hey, before I end this, let me know if you want me to play, which one was it? Vive le Roi. So we might check that one out if there's enough response. Steam. Total value, $95.89, which seems like a good deal for our amount paid. And some of these games actually do look pretty good. I probably would play them if they were free. If a key showed up in my mailbox and somebody said, hey, we'd like you to play this game, check it out and let everybody know what you think, and sent me a key for it, I would not turn it down. There's only been one game that's happened for, and I was just not going to play that game. I'm not going to say what it was because I don't want to A, advertise for them, and B, sound like I'm slighting them. So just know that there's been one game that's shown up on my doorstep. They've asked me to do a review on it, and I said no because I did not agree with the subject matter, the quality, or the content of the game, and I did not feel like I wanted to bring that into play. But it's been the only one that I've done. But yeah, most of these, except for Skill Tree Saga, since we have 80 keys for it already, and Satellite Repairman, we have 3. If I ended up with a key, if one dropped out of the sky, I would probably give the game a shot. 16.59 on Kingwin, so we still actually made better than our amount paid based on Kingwin prices, and G2A was 9.42, so we would have actually been better off to go to G2A and just pick these games out at random, purchase them, and be done with it. So did we win this week? Did we lose this week? I'm going to start leaving this up to you. I'm not going to voice my opinion on what I think happened. I will let you guys comment and you tell me what you think. Was this a good one, or was this a bad one? I'm not going to offer my opinion anymore after the video I already made that's going to go up tomorrow. I'm not going to I don't think I'm going to try not to say whether I think it's good or bad. I'm just going to present what we got, and I'm going to stop advising people not to go to these sites. I just want them to go educated if they're going to go, because it seems like people are going. I see people talking about this all the time. So they're still going. They're still buying them. Probably some of the people who watch these videos are still buying them. And that's cool, but I'm going to stop saying whether I think the sites are good or bad, or unless I had a horrible experience and a problem. I'll make you aware of problems. I'm just going to stop offering my opinion on whether the keys are good or bad, because some of these games could be some people's favorite games, but I don't happen to like them, so it's a matter of opinion. Anything I say is a matter of opinion. Always remember that. Always make your own decisions, but be as informed as possible. And with that, I'm out of here. I'm going to upload this because there's probably a bunch of people who are getting this email or have gotten this email and are considering buying it. So I'm going to put this up here so the reference is up just in case somebody wants to know what we got this time. I don't think we bought anything from HRK in a while. We got another one we got to go to that was asked for, and I'll probably do that one too next week. But this week I wanted to do this because I keep getting emails for these places that say, hey, come back, do this, play our game, do this. We've improved so much. So I want to feature those so you guys can see if there was an improvement. And I'll let you decide if there was. So drop your comments in below. Any of the games you want to see me play, let me know. I'll be happy to probably fire them up and see what's going on. Still have not heard anything about Alan Wake. I'll try to let you know about that. Maybe somebody remind me if you're curious, and so I don't forget. But that's it for now. Take it easy. See you tomorrow.